All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Travis of the Good Life Property Group, and I hope you guys are making it a great day. I wanted to do a video today because I've been talking to a couple people about this, and I figured it'd be easier to make a video than to continue to explain the same concept over and over and over again. And so, what it really boils down to is how much money do you bill an hour for your time? Now, I ask this question a lot to people because it's not the fact that how much money you make per hour that's important here, okay? What we're trying to accomplish, I want to make it very clear because people think that we talk a little bit about too much about money around here, that it's not about the money. So, starting out with that, how much money do you make an hour? Now, I'm going to give you an example how I've changed my thinking about money because of the way that I think about my value per hour. Okay, so at one point I was getting paid $60 an hour. $60 an hour is a perfect number to do this calculation because it means that you get $1 per minute. Now, if you go through the world and you start assigning the value, the dollar value of $1 to every minute that you have accumulatively starts to add up to a lot of money. Now, over the course of time, once you start making, let's say, $60 an hour, you may want to go to $80 an hour, to $100 an hour, to $120 an hour. Now, once you've hit $120 an hour, it's magic because now you're making $2 per minute. It doesn't take a math degree to figure that out. It's pretty simple math. But the reason why we're talking about this today is because I often ask people how much they get paid an hour. Now, in real estate, it's hard to assign a value per the hour because we get paid in large commission checks. But I also own a managed services company, which conveniently bills people out by the hour. So for the past 20 years, I have always assigned a dollar value to my time. Every hour that I have, I would typically bill a client $150 for. So my time becomes very valuable. And I've often told people that every dollar or every hour with me is worth about $150. And they may not understand when I say that. They don't get that. If I was going out and I was going to go in the marketplace and I was going to work for somebody, I could get paid that. But I made a decision in my life that I value people more than time. And so I'm going to spend this time with this person because magically there's some other math involved in this whole thing, which is we only get 24 hours a day. No matter how rich you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have, we all only get to live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, and we're all going to die at some point. So the rough math on my death is somewhere between 72 and 74 years old, which means that I only have roughly 13,000 days left on this planet. That's about 1,900 weeks left that I get to live. Now, when you start looking at your life that way, and you figure, well, I'm probably not going to want to work until I'm 70 some years old. I'm probably going to want to take some time off. That really limits the amount of time that I have left. And so if I think about, according to a retirement calculator, for me to be able to retire at the ripe old age of 65, which gives me approximately 7 years to live before I'm dead. If I retire at 65, I need about $3 million in the bank. Now I'm 37, 47, 57. I really only have about 20 some years to make that much money. Now, if I put that in my calculator and I divide $3 million, which is the amount of money that I need to retire at this point, by the amount of time which I have to actually make that money, which is, let's call it 27 years. That'll give me 10 years of retirement. Means I need to essentially save about $100,000 a year. Now, there's compound interest and there's some calculations that'll make this amount of money change. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to put $10,000 away every month to be able to retire. And if I did, I'd have a lot more than that. That is also not the point of this exercise. Now, I talk about money a lot, and people think that that means that I'm materialistic. It's not about the money. It's about the impact the money can create. Now, there is not one person on the face of this planet that's really been able to create true impact without having money. Of course, Mother Teresa gave her life to charity and she volunteered in orphanages and stuff, but somebody had to put food on the table. Somebody had to make sure there was a table. Somebody had to make sure there was a building for the table to be in. And at the end of the day, we have to look at what makes us uniquely qualified for certain things. And in my case, I'm uniquely qualified to do certain things. I run an IT business, so I fix and solve the most complicated problems and technically complex things on the face of the earth. So when your multi-billion dollar automotive manufacturing facility is down, costing you $68,000 a minute, the value that I bring to the hour is the fact that I can come and I know exactly which button to push to make that place continue to make cars, which is why I can demand the amount of money that I make per hour. Now, sometimes people look at that and they say, that's too much money. I can't afford it. Whatever. That's fine. I totally understand. But my customers buy my time at that rate. Now, this is going to sound bad, but the reality of this situation is $150 is actually not enough. Okay. Because I really actually want to make $250 an hour. I need to make $250 an hour. And I start asking myself, how does somebody go to the point where they make $250 an hour? Well, I have a very good friend that is his hourly rate. So, in working with my friend, that's $250 an hour, there's certain things that I've learned about how he does things. He's very particular about how and when he spends his time and how and when he actually invests his time. Okay. And so my friend that makes a lot of money an hour invests his time in people. Now, what is the situation here? I don't need more money. I need more people. I say that a lot. And what does it mean? It's not about the money. It's about helping people. And so at the end of the day, I will talk a lot about this. You will hear me focus on this is because I want to raise you up. I want you to go up another level. 15, $20 an hour. You are trading your life. This is your actual life. The time that you have with your family, you are trading it. And so all I'm saying is trade it for a higher amount of money so that you can spend the time doing the things that you want. Now, once you start to get the money, the beautiful thing is, as Dan Martell will tell you, is you can buy back your time. Once you achieve a certain amount of money, you can start spending that money to buy your time back. So that's what I'm gonna wrap up with today. I hope you make it a great day, and I hope this was helpful to somebody out there that's listening.